Hey guys, Alex here with Paragon Performance. Today we're going to be showing you kind of a simplified install process for these Dewitts radiators on your C8 Stingray. These are going to give you a little bit more cooling capacity for mainly for you track guys, or say if you have forced induction, that always tends to put more heat into the cooling system. This will be an upgrade to kind of help manage some of those coolant temps as well. With that being said, there is a good amount of stuff here that you do have to take apart. And with a simplified process or install here, we're just going to kind of show you kind of what you have to take apart to get this out and apart. Starting with, obviously your bumper is going to have to come off. The headlights actually do need to come out. And then the tub in here as well needs to come out. That's just a couple bolts. It comes out pretty easy, an electrical connector. Once you have all of that out, your radiator stuff here is one giant pod and it's assembled as one unit. So when you take it off, it actually comes off as one unit. It's held to the frame here by 2, 4, 6, about 9, 10 millimeter bolts. But before you can actually get this out, you need to remove or unlatch this AC condenser from the radiator because it will actually stay on the car. And it's just a couple 10 millimeter bolts here on the top. And then you got to just kind of wiggle this out of the way. You'll end up taking that off. The AC condenser will just stay here hanging. The brake duct will need to come out as well. With all of that stuff apart, that now gives you access to the top radiator hose, the bottom radiator hose, and the cooling fan connector there on the back. Once those are unhooked, of course, make sure you drain the coolant. Make sure the coolant's not hot when you do this. But once that's all done, you will be able to just unbolt and pull this whole assembly out, set it on a bench. It's a very simple, just a couple bolts on the top. The radiator comes open, unbolt the fan, transfer your rubber grommets and stuff over, and then you basically bolt the fan back on, set it back in there, and you're good to go to put it back in the car. You don't got to take any of the ductwork on the back of it apart. And then you essentially are going to repeat all of that on the other side there. Couple things with this, these cooling systems are kind of difficult to bleed. So if you can do the vacuum bleed process, that is your absolute best chance of not having an air bubble in it. But if you're not able to do that, you can actually fill it the normal way. It's just a little more tedious. You'll need to leave it apart like I have it here while doing the filling process, because on the top of each of these radiator hoses, there is a little plug in here that you can unclip and pull out. That's designed to obviously get that air pocket out of there for you, and you'll have one on each side. And keep in mind, with draining all of this, you're draining the heater core in the dash, you're draining a good chunk of the coolant out of the engine as well, so it may require some essential burping and stuff like that to try to get that air out. If you have an air bubble in these cars, they will get hot, and there's no way around it without bleeding that air bubble out. So vacuum bleeding is your absolute best chance at not having an air bubble. But if you still have an issue, keep in mind you have these couple ports here on the top of each radiator hose that you can get an air bubble out of here. There is actually another one for the heater core there behind the battery. It's a little hard to see and get to, but there is another one back there. The engine side of things, it's got its own bleed system built into it, so you don't have to worry about that. It's just solely making sure you don't have air in these front cores. And with that, once you're done, filled up, I mean, got to put everything back together, of course, and enjoy some of that better cooling. We're putting this on our race car here, for very obvious reasons, actually. We don't have temperature issues, but it never hurts to be extremely preventative with that as well. If you have any questions or comments about this, feel free to send us a message. We'll try to answer them as best as we can on that. But as usual, like, subscribe, and comment. We'll see you guys next time.